You need to stop scrolling and look at this because we completely missed the most important detail about the next DJI drone. We have been talking about the Avata 360 for weeks, relying on whispers and vague rumors, but a brand new leak just dropped that changes everything. This gives us the first actual visual confirmation of the feature that sounded too crazy to be true. The rotating camera module is real. It is not just a concept. It is not just a weird patent. You can clearly see the mechanism in the latest images. This is a game changer because it shows exactly how DJI plans to merge two completely different worlds. We're looking at a drone that mechanically switches between full 360-degree capture and a single, lock-forward FPV camera. We suspected this was coming, but seeing the hardware confirms the engineering behind it. You can literally see how the camera sits in a specialized rotating housing. This explains why the front frame looks so different from the Avata 2. It has a thicker, curved structure designed specifically to let that camera payload flip and rotate without hitting the props or the frame itself. This is not just two lenses stitched together like a flying GoPro Max. This is a physical rotation system. It effectively makes this machine two drones in one. On one hand, you have a proper 360 capture drone for content creators who want to reframe their shots in post-production and never worry about the horizon. On the other hand, you have a straight-up FPV machine for pilots who need that punchy, low-latency flight feel. But this brings up a massive question. Honestly, this is where things could go either terribly wrong or incredibly right. Can this drone actually deliver on both sides? Combining 360 capture with real FPV performance is a nightmare engineering challenge. Think about it. FPV relies on zero latency. You need tight control, instant video transmission, and a clean forward view to fly through gaps. 360 cameras are the opposite. They need heavy stabilization, complex image stitching, and a completely different processing pipeline to handle that massive sphere of video data. Try to merge those two processing pipelines into a single transmission system is difficult. If DJI doesn't nail the execution, we could end up with a drone that is too laggy for FPV and too jittery for cinematic 360 video. However, if they pull it off, this replaces half the gear in your bag. But there is another part of this leak that still doesn't make sense to me, and I know a lot of you are scratching your heads about it too. We keep hearing this rumor that the Avata 360 is going to be sub 250 grams. If that number turns out to be real, it is almost hard to believe given the hardware we are looking at. The Avata series has never been a lightweight lineup. They are chunky. They are powerful. They have always carried bigger batteries, beefier ducts, and a heavier frame to survive crashes. That is the whole point of the Avata. It is a tank. Now, reports are suggesting they are adding even more hardware to this new model. We are hearing about omnidirectional sensing, front and side visual cameras for obstacle avoidance, and even dual LiDAR sensors for precision mapping. All of that tech has mass. Sensors weigh something. Cabling weighs something. Processing chips for 360 video generate heat, which needs heat sinks, which adds weight. All of that should technically push the weight up significantly over the 250-gram mark. So, how is DJI planning to get this thing under the regulatory limit? The only way is by aggressively cutting weight everywhere else, and the leaked design basically confirms that is exactly what they did. If you look closely at the leaked images, the body shape is completely different. The top shell is slimmer, is longer and way less bulky than the tall, curved housing we saw on the Avata 2. The whole drone looks compressed. It looks like DJI took the internals and vacuum sealed them, packing everything tighter and trimming away every millimeter of unnecessary material. There is less plastic shielding. There are fewer reinforcement ribs on the frame. It all adds up to a stripped-down, lean chassis. Then we have to talk about the battery. This is almost guaranteed to be the primary area where they cut weight. The battery is always the single heaviest component of any drone. If DJI really wants to sit under 250 grams to bypass FAA registration and remote Idaho laws in some countries, they have definitely dialed down the battery capacity. We're likely looking at smaller cell count, lower milliamp hours, and a much lighter casing. This brings up a worry about flight time. 360 recording drains power fast. If you combine a power-hungry camera with a smaller battery, we might be looking at a flight time that is shorter than we are used to. It is a trade-off. You get the agility and the legal freedom of a sub-250G drone, but you might lose that long-endurance flight capability. The motor mounts also seem smaller in the leaks, and the prop guards or ducts appear to be made of a thinner material. Together, these changes would bring the total mass down. So, yes, a sub-250-gram Avata sounds crazy on paper, but looking at the engineering choices, it is physically possible. We're looking at a radical redesign, not just a refresh. This is DJI trying to corner the market by making a drone that does literally everything. It films like an Insta360, it flies like an Avata, and it weighs as little as a Mini 4 Pro. Before we draw any final conclusions, we have to wait just a little longer. The timeline is becoming clearer. December is right around the corner, and based on the frequency of these leaks, that is when we might finally see this thing for real. It will be a massive holiday release. This leak has confirmed the mechanics, but the real test will be the performance. We need to see how that rotating camera handles crash. We need to see if the latency is good enough for acro mode. But for now, the visual proof is here, and it is looking like the most innovative drone DJI has built in years. This device represents a shift in how we think about aerial filming. Usually, you have to choose between the safety and stability of a Mavic or the speed and immersion of an FPV drone. This hybrid approach suggests that DJI is trying to erase that line completely. If that camera module is durable enough to handle the abuse that FPV pilots put their gear through, this will be an instant buy for thousands of people. But durability is the key word here. Moving parts on a drone are usually the first thing to break. A rotating hinge on the front of a drone that slams into walls at 30 miles per hour is a risky design choice. DJI must have incredible confidence in their materials science to attempt this. The addition of LiDAR is also fascinating. LiDAR allows for much better low-light positioning and obstacle avoidance than standard cameras. If this drone is meant to be flown indoors through tight spaces or in complex environments, that LiDAR sensor will be a lifesaver. It keeps the drone stable even when the GPS signal is lost. This reinforces the idea that this is a tool for creators who want to fly in unique places without crashing. The combination of 360 capture means you don't even have to point the drone perfectly at the subject. You just fly near the action, and the camera captures everything. You frame it later. That lowers the barrier to entry for new pilots significantly. You don't need to be a master stick mover to get a cinematic shot anymore. So, to recap, we have visual confirmation of a mechanical rotating camera that switches between 360 and FPV modes. We have a redesigned, compressed body that sheds weight to possibly hit the sub-250G target. We have advanced sensing tech like LiDAR crammed into this tiny frame. And we have a potential release window of December. This is shaping up to be the most exciting tech launch of the late year. If you have been holding off on buying an Avata 2, you might want to wait just a few more weeks to see what this machine can do. It could completely change your workflow. If you like the video, subscribe, share the video, and hit the bell icon like that. In my honest opinion, the DJI Avata 360 looks like a high-risk, high-reward product. The concept of merging a 360 camera with an FPV drone is the holy grail for solo content creators because it removes the need to be a perfect pilot. You can just focus on the flight path and frame the shot later. However, the physics of a rotating hinge on a crash-prone FPV drone is worrying. If DJI has solved the durability issue and kept the weight under 250G without destroying the battery life, this will easily be the best drone of the year. But if the battery dies in 5 minutes or the hinge breaks on the first crash, it will be a disaster. I'm cautiously optimistic because DJI rarely misses, but I would wait for the first crash test for buying.